welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you're not. If you are a lover of all things beauty, handbags, luxury, and fashion, you've come to the right place. My name is Cece and welcome. Is the infamous Bottega Veneta's Hop Bag trending out? Find out in today's video. I'm going to be covering everything from the hop bag style options, when the hop bag originally came on the scene, and whether or not you should be investing in this bag or passing and putting your money elsewhere. If you enjoy luxury fashion reviews, handbags, and everything in between, consider subscribing to my channel down below. If you like this video, also give it a thumbs up. If you agree or disagree with anything I said, let me know in the comments section. I love chatting with you guys. Don't be shy. Feel free to reach out. It is a bright sunny day here on the East Coast. Very, very cold and nippy. I think it was a total of 44 degrees this morning. I do want to start off by mentioning that right now I only own 4 Bottega Veneta pieces, so I'll be sharing what those pieces are. I'll also be sharing the latest dilemma with you guys, which is whether or not I should be investing in a hop bag or another Bottega Veneta option. I'm gonna cover that in today's video. Bottega Veneta. I'm gonna be referencing notes on my phone. I did a little bit of research online, so I am gonna be looking down on my phone, so I apologize in advance. But the hop bag is a revival of a 2002 style. I'm gonna flash up some photos for you guys here. Bottega Veneta's intrecciato leather, which is I believe how you pronounce it, is weaved leather where they're overlapping and sewing the pieces in a way that creates a chain. The reason why that became popular and why the brand originally started that is because their leather was thin. They didn't want to run risk of the bags tearing, so they decided to interlace them and intertwine them to create a stronger, more durable leather option. Now it's become the intrecciato leather and pattern that we all know and love. I am going to pronounce Bottega Veneta as is because I think that's how most of us in the US pronounce it, but it is technically pronounced Bottega Veneta. It's an Italian brand. Give an ode to our Italian friends. My husband is half Italian. It's Bottega Veneta. I speak Portuguese and Spanish, so my pronunciation is sometimes good, sometimes bad. I'll own that. But for the purpose of today's video, we are talking Bottega Veneta, but we're gonna say Bottega Veneta. BV, Bottega, as most of you know it. Either way, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna start off by sharing one of the first pieces in Bottega that I incorporated into my collection, and that is my Bottega Veneta clutch bag. This is not in the leather. This is in a cloth option, but it does have that intrecciato pattern. I opted for this option because I wanted something super, super durable that I didn't have to worry about being ruined. I absolutely love the Bottega Veneta clutches. I've actually gotten so many compliments on this clutch whenever I wear it. And I think a clutch is just something every woman should have in her collection. Just my personal opinion. I think it's great when you're going to formal events or functions to have a nice menagerie or smaller clutch option to have with you when you go out to dinner, or wearing a gown or a dress and you don't want to be bothered with a handbag. So I think a clutch is a staple in every woman's collection. I did get this one pre-loved through Rebag. This is a little bit longer than the original clutch, which I really like because I can fit my lip liners in here very easily. Whereas depending on the size of the original clutch, which I think is about maybe 3/4 of the size of this, I was watching It's Complicated the other night and Meryl Streep was seen wearing that Bottega Veneta clutch in the scene where she has dinner at the bar and sort of rekindles her love with you know who. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen the movie. I opted for the longer one. I did get this well below retail, which I was really happy about. For some reason, Bottega does not hold its value on the pre-loved market. So depending on what piece you're looking for, you can get some really wonderful pre-loved options and you can save yourself a lot of money. So if you're thinking about incorporating a Bottega piece, particularly a clutch, I would definitely recommend looking pre-loved. I may consider incorporating another clutch into my collection, perhaps like the classic smaller one, but I really, really love this one. So you see the intrecciato pattern there, or intrecciato as some of you may pronounce it. You've got that beautiful Bottega Veneta knot, and it's just you just like pull it back and it opens. So convenient, so easy to wear. It's just beautiful. This is made in Italy. We are going to be planning and have recently booked our trip to Italy for next year. My husband has always wanted to go and unfortunately never has. At some point, we probably should book a trip to Brazil to kind of, the video got cut out because I ran out of memory, apparently. I think I need to invest in a larger SD card. Anyway, at some point we need to bring the boys and take a trip over to Brazil so they can learn a little bit more about our roots and culture, but we digress. Back to Bottega, amazing piece. I love their clutches. I really love the brand as a whole. It's definitely a classic brand that is here to stay. The next piece I purchased, pre-loved once again, is my Bottega Veneta long wallet here. This is in the intrecciato leather. leather, open plastic wallet. Beautiful, beautiful wallet. Oh, I have $20 in here. Love when I find money in my wallet. Now it does have that exterior pocket there, which is really nice if you want to put bills or anything like that. So you have quick and easy access. It opens up as such, and then you have all these card slots where my hand is. You have this pocket option here and this one here. So it's a great, great, great wallet. I do have a smaller card holder from Bottega, which I did purchase directly, I think directly from the boutique. I might have purchased it through Neiman, but it's a smaller silver card holder that I absolutely love. And I opt to use that one just because it's smaller, it's more compact. I can throw it in any size bag and it's really no fuss. But I feel like now that we're getting into winter, I might start wearing this one a little bit more. And then last, but certainly not least, is my very own Bottega Veneta Hop Bag. This is in the small size, and this I purchased pre-loved, I believe on Fashion File. This was in amazing condition in the size small. So my only complaint with this bag, I can fit it on my shoulder, but if I'm wearing anything thicker than this, it's not going to fit comfortably. It does tend to slide off a bit. If I had this in a suede option, it would probably sit a little bit better. I probably should wear this a little more. I do really love it. Now that I'm wearing it as a shoulder bag, it's a beauty. Most recently debating between upgrading to the large hop bag, which I do plan to get directly through the boutique, or the Jodie, which I've wanted for so long now in the fondant color. And if I do get one of those, I will be letting this bag go. She really is in wonderful condition. I'm kind of sad to let this bag go, but the only other bag I would consider letting go in my collection is my Celine box bag, and I really don't want to do that. And I don't know that I need a large and small hop bag because I feel like I'm going to reach for one versus the other, and the other one is just gonna sit. But the black intrecciato leather is phenomenal. And now that I'm doing this video, I think I'm even more convinced to go for the Bottega Veneta. I was on the fence. This is gonna be my Christmas gift for this year. I'm shopping early, you know, before everything sells out, because I know how things go. If you wait too long or wait till November, people start purchasing their items and then whatever it is you want sells out. So I do want to get ahead of it and try to select my Christmas gift early. But this is my small hop bag. Now, the hop bag is one of Bottega's hot selling items. I would probably argue that the hop bag is probably the most popular item for Bottega Veneta right now. It is part of Bottega Veneta's core collection. That was initially a question I had early on because I was worried that it was going to go out of style or it wasn't going to be relevant anymore. But I was glad in doing my research that I found it is considered part of Bottega Veneta's core collection, which means it's a classic staple that will remain relevant for many years to come. We will get to the answer of whether or not it's phasing out. We're not there yet. We're building up to it. It's endorsed by influencers, celebrities. I think Hailey Bieber has been seen wearing it. More recently, the large size hop bag has become really, really popular. I think that one was released last year. They've now started coming out with suede options, which are just amazing. The one thing I will say about the suede is with Bottega Veneta's intrecciato leather, for instance, the Jodie, there are some pieces Bottega Veneta will include as part of their warranty program. What does that mean? If you purchase a Bottega Veneta Jodie directly through the boutique, not secondhand, not pre-loved, it has to be directly from the boutique. You have to be the purchaser. It has a lifetime warranty. So if something goes wrong with the leather, something goes wrong with the bag, you know, you scratch it, I don't know, whatever, you damage the bag somehow, you can bring it into Bottega Veneta and they will repair it for you. I don't know if there is a charge for it or not. I'll include that here. I'll flash it up on the screen for you guys. It is nice to know, to have that peace of mind that certain pieces you buy from the brand will hold up and they stand behind their brand. They stand behind their leather, which I love. There's so few brands doing that nowadays. And I feel like the amounts of money that we spend on our bags, it's nice to know you have that reassurance that it's going to stand the test of time and is covered under their lifetime warranty. Now, suede options are not covered under their lifetime warranty, and I don't believe all of their bags are covered under the warranty. There's only certain ones. The Jodie is one of them. I'm not sure why the Jodie made it and others didn't. I know the Jodie is part of their core collection as well. I'll find out if the hop bag is, and I will flash that up on the screen. But I think if nothing else, that's a good reason to consider buying the bag directly from the boutique and not pre-loved. The bag is featured alongside other enduring and popular styles like Jodie, the Sardine, the cassette bags, which are considered long-term staples of the brand. It's stylish and practical. And I love that about Bottega. If you know me and you know my style, I'm all about comfort and practicality. I spent my 20s and 30s investing in high heel pumps and shoes that looked beautiful but were so uncomfortable. For my wedding, I wore my Manolo Blahnik Hungese designer pumps. And while they look beautiful, I will tell you, I have only worn those pumps. In fact, I haven't seen those pumps in a while. I have to go take a look in my closet. I haven't worn those pumps since. I've worn them twice. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on that. Sometimes you own so many different things you forget what you own and where it is and where you placed it, but these are my Manolo Blahnik. I've worn them twice, maybe 3 times. I wore them on our wedding day, so they are worn. You have some scuffs there on the side, and it is a satin material, so it is prone to pulling and scraping and things like that. It's got that beautiful detail here. I mean, they're gorgeous pumps, and I think the only other times I've worn them is for anniversary dinners, maybe twice, but that's it. I still have these inserts. Kind of gross when you think about it that I like still have these, but it says I do. I put them inside for added cushioning. These are the most uncomfortable shoes. I think by the end of the night, my feet were numb. This was also my something blue, something I gifted myself for my wedding day, and I have no regrets. I also grew up watching Sex and the City. I feel like Carrie Bradshaw raised me. Carrie and I were just, she's like my alter ego. That scene when Big asks Carrie to marry her and uses these shoes as a ring, I just died. Getting back to Bottega, I know we digress a lot. My ADHD kicks in and we just start talking about other things. The bag's design is praised for being both elegant and practical, with both large and small versions available to suit different needs. It's also known, as I mentioned, for its high quality craftsmanship. Each bag is meticulously handwoven by a single artisan, ensuring a high level of quality that appeals to luxury consumers. The Bottega Veneta Jodie bag is named for Jodie Foster and is widely considered one of the most popular and iconic bags, a timeless quiet luxury piece known for its slouchy shape, intrecciato weave, and knotted shoulder strap. Other highly popular Bottega Veneta bags include the cassette with its larger weave, the minimalist pouch, the practical Arco tote, which I also sold. I believe I bought that one through Neiman Marcus, and the recently popular Hop bag. Now, the Jodie bag, the bag's design was inspired by 2002 photo of actress Jodie Foster using a Bottega Veneta bag to shield her face from paparazzi. I did not know that. Its key features include a slouchy shoulder bag characterized by the house's signature intrecciato weave and a distinctive knotted detail on the shoulder strap. It's evolved from a trend to a beloved timeless piece due to its classic design and versatility. Oh, that's interesting. Bottega Veneta's most popular color is Bottega Veneta's green, also known as parakeet. It's funny the amazing things you find when you go down a rabbit hole, aka Google. But the long and short of it is, do I recommend Bottega Veneta in general? Yes. If you're opting for a Bottega bag and it is your first purchase, I would probably say you cannot go wrong with either the Hop or the Jodie. Depending on whether you're looking for durability, longevity, I would opt for either the leather or the suede. We know that suede bags don't tend to hold up as well. They are trending really hard right now. It'll be interesting to see what happens in a few years if suede bags will still be in and relevant. But with leather, you cannot go wrong. I think leathers are classic. And now as I'm talking through this video, I think I want the Jodie even more. The color I would opt for is the fondant. I know Jamie over at Luxe Petite has it. I've loved it. Alyssa Lenore has it. There's so many people that have it. I think the fondant is a perfect color because it's a chocolate brown. It looks almost black, but it is technically brown. I do love the black intrecciato leather. I really do. I think it looks so beautiful when the light hits it. It's just such a gorgeous bag. The moment you've all been waiting for, whether or not the Hop is going to remain relevant or not. The short answer is no. The Bottega Veneta Hop bag is not trending out. It's considered a timeless, ongoing style for the brand, particularly in its current version from the creative director, Matthew Blasey. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Matthew Blasey. It remains popular due to its oversized slouchy design, luxurious craftsmanship, and ability to be styled in multiple ways, as seen on influencers and in fashion publications. Again, it's a revival of a 2002 style updated with modern techniques and materials under the current creative director, making it a timeless piece rather than a fleeting trend. I will be curious to see what new handbags are released under Louise now that she is the new creative director for Bottega. I loved the runway that she did. I loved all of the ready-to-wear pieces, and I'm not normally a ready-to-wear girl. I feel like sometimes at these fashion shows, they don't appeal to the the everyday woman, they're not as practical, they're not as comfortable, and we know that that's number one: practicality, versatility, comfort. You can't always apply what you see on the runway to your everyday life, especially as a mom of 2 kids, but Bottega did a really nice job of this. I'm going to talk a little bit about Chanel because Matthew Blasey was the creative director for Bottega. He's now the creative director at Chanel. He had his recent debut with his first runway show with Chanel. I thought it was great. I thought it was well done. I know some people hated it and felt like the pieces were boring and conservative and it was a little more masculine. I kind of like that. When I learned about the history of Chanel herself, she was a little bit of a tomboy. She was more masculine. She was one of the reasons why pants made their debut. She was very focused on feminine suiting and bringing white button-down collared shirts, which were once only worn by men. So I appreciate what Matthew Blasey incorporated into the new Chanel runway show. We are all entitled to our own opinions. This is why I love this community. So don't come for me if you disagree, but I am curious to know if you loved or hated his debut with Chanel. Let me know in the comment section down below. That said, I am currently debating between a hop bag and a Jodie bag. Maybe this time next week, I've made a decision. I don't think they have a Jodie in stock. They may only have the hop bag that I ordered, which is in the large size in the chocolate fondant suede color. Absolutely stunning, but it's a high price point. So I don't know that I want to spend that much for a suede bag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of the hop bag. Is this a bag you would invest into your collection? Do you prefer the hop or the Jodie? If you do love the hop or the Jodie more than the other, why? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please also be so kind as to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I am looking to get to 3,000 subscribers before the end of the year. If I could beat that goal, I would be ecstatic. I will consider definitely doing a giveaway, so let me know if that's something you're interested in. Put it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, bye guys.